Sans, the giver of bad times, and Freddy Fazbear, the antagonist of Five Nights at Freddy's. Never before has a game taken the internet by storm like these to popular indie games, but in a fight, who would win? It's my job to analyze their weapons, armors, and skills to find out who would win in a night battle. In a world where monsters are separated from humans and forced to live in the underground, some make their home in the quiet, peaceful village of Snowden, such as Sans and his brother Papyrus. On the surface, Sans appears to be nothing more than a lazy, pun-loving prankster, much to his brother's annoyance. However, he knows more than he lets on, being versed in quantum physics and keeping a watch on the timeline. Because of this, Sans decides to befriend Frisk, a human who fell into the underground and has the ability to reset the timeline. Although he's usually a friendly face, if Frisk ever decides to forego their pacifism and commit genocide on Monsterkind instead, then they're gonna have a bad time. Sans also have some noticeable abilities like Bones and Platforms, Blue Bones, Gaster Blaster, Blue Mode, Karma, Soul Telekinesis, Spatial Manipulation, Time Skip, Teleportation, Dodge, Strongest Attack, Special Attack, Timeline Awareness, and Fourth Wall Awareness. Despite all that, Sans has some faults like has only 1 HP and 1 DF, making him the frailest character in Undertale. He suffered at least 99,999 damage during his defeat against Shara and most likely can't tank any other kind of attack. Can't be bothered to fight due to understanding the power of the save file and the futility of trying. That changes only when you methodically murder every monster you possibly can. A slight tendency to overestimate his prowess, letting his guard down to mock Shara, immediately resulting in a fatal blow. Yikes, I don't know if this is fair. This is a stinking animatronic. How can he fight, you may ask? Well, let's get into it. Freddy is the leader of the Fazbear crew and is the lead singer. While he may seem harmless, there's a small kind huge, really glitch that makes him see humans as endos, which then he stuffs into a suit. That's meant for actual endos, so you die. However, he is pretty strong, able to stuff a human into a suit full of crossbeams and wires. And he's also pretty fast, as shown from when the power goes out, he comes near immediately, no matter where he is. However, this wouldn't be nearly enough to even be a combatant. Luckily, Freddy's powers were expanded in the RPG, FNAF world. Here, Freddy is a much more skilled fighter, as he now has abilities he can use in combat. These include Mic Toss. Freddy chucks his microphone so hard it can damage anyone. Pizza Wheel damages all targets multiple times ... with pizza. Birthday increases his attack, speed, and defense. Gloom Song decreases target's attack power. Yes, C key has a very low chance of insta-kill. Forgot to mention Freddy is sneaky, almost barely able to be spotted unless close observation is given. Has experience of killing night guards for about 2 weeks. Being a possessed robot, he won't die if his physical body is destroyed. Can throw and smash arcade machines like toys in the novel. And in the first film, he split a person in half with just 1 bite. Unfortunately, Freddy no formal combat training, can be easily damaged, was dismantled by William Ofton, doesn't really fight much. Prefers to defeat his victims with surprise ambushes, overpowering them when they don't expect it. Birthday buff is very short. In invisibility mode, he can't attack. Well, let's see how this fight goes down. Alright, the combatants are set, and we ran the data through all possibilities. It's time for a night battle. Beatdown of the century, anyone. While Freddy had an advantage in attack, health, defense, and stealth, Sans was better in every single other way. He was faster, smarter, more strategic, and has dealt with far worse than Freddy. Does the name Shara ring a bell? Normally, Sans' telekinesis would not work on something without a soul. Luckily for Sans, there was a child's soul in Freddy, so that let his powers work on Freddy looks like. The winner is Sans.
I see now that the circumstances of one's birth are irrelevant. It is what you do with the gift of life that determines who you are.
I am Shadow the Hedgehog, a research experiment gone deadly wrong. I've caused so much destruction. I should never have been created. This is who I am.